Hello, my dear friends. So finally, the moment has arrived for which we were preparing for probably so many months, and we were waiting for this moment, my dear friends. We all are preparing for CAT 2025 and the registration process for CAT 2025, the exam for which I believe most of you might be dreaming for so long. This process has started. So, friends, just to make sure that you will not commit any kind of mistake, you have all the queries resolved before you start solving, before you start registration of this CAT 2025 form. I am here live on the YouTube channel of MBA Wallah English just to help you out so that no mistakes, no errors, nothing will be made which will lead you to the disqualification. So, friends, like every year it happens that some of the students got disqualified. They are unable to write the CAT examination even after filling the examination form, right? So the reason is they might commit some errors while registration process. So let's not do that, and I would say that we will finish this process very smoothly. All right. So friends, let's begin this registration process. So the first step here, right? Just visit Google and just write CAT IIM 2025, right? So it will give you a link which will take you to the official website of CAT 2025. So I'll click here, and the official website is iimcat.ac.in. Now, once we have reached to this website, so you will clearly see a lot of tabs, and the first tab that you will see here is new candidate registration. So obviously you are a new candidate, so we will click on this link, right? And it will take us, it will redirect us to the next page. So let's wait, let's wait for the loading. So I'll close this, and this is the registration, right? Now they will ask for a privacy notice, so you can read it, but nothing to read about it. You can just quickly agree with this. So these are some mandatory requirements. No need for looking at that. Registration, we can directly start with the registration, and you can fill in your personal details, right? So fill in all these details, the name of the candidate, your name as per which is mentioned in your 10th or SSC certificate. Make sure that you are not committing any spelling mistakes. All right. So your full name will come here, right? So the way it is written on your 10th and SSC certificate, exactly in the same way. If on your certificate your surname comes before your name, then write it in the similar manner. If your name comes before the surname, write it in the similar manner. If only name is there, no surname is there, please do not write the surname, right? So exactly the way it is written on 10th or SSC certificate. Then your date of birth, your email address, you will have to confirm the email address, the country, India, right? And the mobile number with its code, right? So just fill in all these details, right? And then you can click on generate OTP, right? Now, once you will click on generate OTP, then you will get OTP on your email ID as well as your mobile number that you have mentioned here. Okay, and there will be a space which will ask you to feed in both your email ID OTP and phone number, mobile number OTP. So once you will fill it, and then you can go ahead. All right. All right. So once you will click generate OTP, then it will generate this page where they will ask you to enter your mobile OTP and email OTP. So I'll do both of them. So I'll quickly feed in. So my mobile OTP, it is 492698. I'll feed it, validate OTP. So OTP of mobile number has been validated successfully. Okay. And then the OTP that I have received on my email ID. So on my email ID, I have received 160667. Validate OTP, and email has been validated successfully. Okay. Right. Now I'll click I agree, and then I'll click confirm, and it will ask me to validate all the details that I have already filled in. So my name, yes, it is correct. The country, the mobile number, the date of birth, and the email ID. So I'll click on all these separately, ensuring that all these information, like the complete information that I have entered, is absolutely correct. And then I'll submit this form. Now they will give me an alert because I'll not be able to modify any of these information. I'll click OK. Please enter the captcha. So where is the captcha? So there, don't forget to enter this captcha as well. So 363763. 363763, right? So I have entered the captcha as well, and then I can click submit. OK, and my registration is completed, right? So this is the entire way in which, no, this is just the entry level, right? I'll have to feed in all the details. So registration successful. So I'm registered here. Now I'll have to enter all the necessary details. Now user ID and password has been sent on the registered email ID. So for my account, they have sent the user ID as well as the password both have been sent on the registered email ID as well as the registered mobile number. Now friends, if I talk about the email OTP or the mobile OTP, it may take a few moments, probably a minute or 2 minutes or 5 minutes for you to receive any of these OTPs. So please don't get worried if it is taking some time for you to receive the OTP. In the similar manner, the user ID and the password, these details, it may take some time. It's not necessary that you will receive all these things the moment you will click the confirm button. All right. So be patient. You will receive definitely all these things in probably 1 to 2 minutes, right? So I'll close it, and then whenever I want to re-log in, so I can log in using that password and the email ID. Now let's start with the application process. Registration is completed. So I'll click go to application. Now it will redirect me to another page for which I am awaiting here. All right. So they're asking us to use a proper browser for everything. All right. So now this is important. So all of you, be very careful while you are filling any of these details. Do not make any error, because in the future you will not be allowed to change any of these details. So first of all, we'll start with personal details. All right. So my name is already entered here. Fine. So I'll have to retype all these things. So candidate's first name, candidate's middle name. So I'll start putting in. So candidate's first name, I don't have any middle name. I don't use middle name. So I can leave it blank. And then my surname. All right. So I'll fill in all these details. My father's name. So I'm not going to write all these details completely. So I'll leave them as it is. So I'll just write ABC for this. My mother's name, ABC. All right. Okay. Fine. So father's name and mother's name. So the fields which are marked by star, the red color star, these are mandatory fields. All right. Fine. So like these fields you will have to fill in necessarily. Okay. My date of birth is already there. You can fill in the gender. I'll select male. Nationality, obviously Indian. Category, so whichever category you belong to, general, EWS, NC, OBC, SC or ST, you can select that category. I'll select general. Do you belong to person with disability, PWD category as per our PWD Act of 2016? Yes, if you belong to. No, if you don't belong to. So I'll put no. Now we'll fill in our communication address, the complete communication address, right? So you can fill in this address wherever you want the entire communication to take place. So, all right, friends, I have entered the communication address as well. Now the next field is the permanent address, same as the communication address. So if yes, you can click yes. If you will click no, it will ask you for the permanent address as well, right? So I'll click that my permanent address is same as the communication address. So I don't have to fill in the permanent address again, right? Next is emergency contact details. So you can give any of the alternate mobile numbers, right? So I can enter my father's, my mother's, my brother's, anyone's mobile number here. So I'll do that. All right, and I'll put it's my father. All right, now you will have to upload the documents, right? So here it is very important to abide by all the regulations that are there for the scanned copy of the passport size photograph as well as the scanned copy of your signatures, right? So please click here for photo specification and sample photos. If I'll click here, you can see that they have given all the guidelines using which you will have to upload your photo. The size, the background, each and everything is clearly mentioned here. Okay, so it's advisable for all of you to go through this particular thing, right? Okay, so this is not acceptable, this is acceptable, right? Okay, so just go through this entire thing and then start with the process of uploading your photo as well as your signature. So for signature, what you can do is you can just take a blank paper in A4 size sheet. Don't take a ruled sheet. Okay, so take an A4 size sheet, signature, put your signatures and click a proper photograph of that, right? All right, so let's upload the picture and the signature. Make sure that you have read these directions. It clearly says that the dimensions of the photograph 1200 pixels cross 1200 pixels, and the maximum size of the file that you are uploading should be 1 MB. The format should be only JPEG or JPG. So it's better to read all these instructions. Your photograph should not be older than 6 months. Okay, right? So these are basic things that you can follow while uploading the photograph and signature for the most important exam of your life, right? So I'm going to upload the picture. So I'll click here. You can see another page opening. You can either drag and drop or click browse. So I'll go to downloads and I'll select this and will open. All right, so my picture is being uploaded here. All right, so it is correct. They have accepted this thing. I'll close it. All right, so the picture is uploaded. You can see a tick mark here, and then I'll upload my signatures, and again I'll click browse and select this, open. All right, and the signatures are getting uploaded, and tick mark, close, and it is done. All right, so now I'll click save and next. So please view photograph before submit. Okay, so I'll view it. Fine, it's good. It's also good, and I'll save next. Data saved successfully. Okay, now the next step is academic details. So do you want to enter master degrees detail? So if you have done master degree, you can enter the details, right? I'll click no here. Professional degree details: are you a fellow of Institute of Actuaries of India, right? So if you have done this, you can click yes. I'll click no here. Do you want to enter any professional degree details like CA, CS, ICWA? If I'll click yes, so they'll ask you to enter the complete details. So I don't have CA, so I'll click no, right? And then I'll click save and next. Please select SSC 10th equivalent board exam. All right. So now in the next academic details, right? So I'll have to put in the details of my 10th and 12th and graduation, right? So which board? So Central Board of Secondary Education, where will I find it? All right, CBSE board. Month or year of completion, in whichever month you have received your result, you can put in that month. The year in which you have done your 12th standard. All right, so I've done it in year 2000. Okay, maximum marks inclusive of all subjects. So maximum marks out of 500, out of 600, depending upon the number of subjects. I'll put in 500. Total marks obtained. right? You can put in any of like you can just add up all the marks that you have obtained from your mark sheet and then put it in. Okay, so I'll put a random number. Fine. Okay, so I've put 400. I've got 80 percentage, though I've got more than that, a lot more than that. Perfect. So this is SSC or 10th equivalent details done. Now the next thing is 12th equivalent or diploma, whatever you have done, the board name, again Central Board of Secondary Education for me. If you have done from any of the state boards or any other boards, all the options are available here. Month or year of completion, once again May and 2002. All right, I'll select this. Again, discipline. So discipline, it was science. Maximum marks, I'll put in 500. Now you will have to do it as per your actual mark sheet, right? Once again, I'll put 400. This is just a random marks. All right, aggregate, I got 80 percentage. Fine, great. Now the next is first bachelor degree details. So it may be possible that you may have done multiple bachelor degrees. Now, are you in the final year of bachelor's degree? Yes or no? So if you are still in the final year, you can click yes. If you have completed your bachelor's, then you can click no. Are you in the final year of bachelor's? No, I'm not. Have you completed your bachelor's degree? Yes, I have done. All right. Now I'll click, as soon as I'll click yes, I'll have to put in all the details of my bachelor's degree as well. Now, total duration of the degree, it was 4 years for me. Type of university, institution, you can write a state university or whichever university you have done it from. Central university, deemed foreign, IITs, NITs, private university or state universities. You can select, right? And then here, state, union, territory of university. So I have done it from Delhi. So I'll select Delhi, whichever city, whichever state you have done it from, you can select that. Then university name. So university name, you can select, like you can scroll and you will see each and every name that is there. All right. So you can select any of these. I'll randomly select any one of those. All right. Name of college of institution or institution XYZ, I'll select. You can write the exact, the complete name of the college or the institution where you have done your bachelor's from. All right. Now the name of the degree, you can further write the name of the degree, right? So these are all the possible degrees that are there. Okay. So you can select any one of them and enter in. So I'll write BTech. Okay. So it was a 4-year program for me. Done. Great. Now they will ask the discipline. So if you have a degree with honors or vocation, for example, BSc honors, BCom honors, etc., then just choose the corresponding degree from up down list like BSc, BCom or BA. Fine. Okay. Now discipline. So discipline they are asking, so whichever discipline. So if I have done engineering from like electrical engineering, or it can be computer science engineering, or it can be civil engineering, so you can select it from here. All right. So I have done my computer science engineering, so I'll select computer science. Now, next is graduation stream, engineering, month and year of commencement, right? So when did I start? So I started in August. You can select the year after that, 2002. All right. So I did my 10th in 2002. Month and year of completion, it will become May 2006. All right, perfect. And then aggregate percentage awarded by the university. Now, in some cases, you may have a CGPA. Okay, so you will have a formula that is given by your university to convert CGPA into percentage. So you can put in the percentage as well. I'll put 80 percentage. Do you have, or you have you are undergoing dual or 5-year integrated course? So nowadays, like a lot of programs like BTech, MTech integrated program, BBA, MBA integrated program, these are there. So you can select if you are doing any of the integrated program or you have done. So I'll click no because I haven't done that, right? Now, if you want to fill in your master's degree detail, you can do that. Now click here if you have more than one bachelor's degree, for example, BCom or LLB or BE or B Pharma. So you can click here and they will prompt you to enter the details of your second bachelor's degree. All right. Now, professional degree details, I have already filled no for that. And now I'll save this. Let's see. So data saved successfully and I'll click OK. Now the next column is for the work experience. So work experience, if any. Now enter your work experience as on 31st of July 2025. Right? So do not count beyond that. So whatever experience you have up till 31st of July 2025, whatever number of months, whatever number of years, you can use that experience only. Also, only full-time experience after graduation must be entered. So if you have query like, I have done an internship, right? I have done an internship while I was doing graduation. No, it cannot be entered. If you have done any work in the NGO, that is not a work experience. So work experience is counted as a full-time work experience, not even part-time work experience after graduation, right? Part-time, project, internship, articleship, pre-graduation work experience should not be entered and will not be considered as work experience. They have clearly mentioned that. Now, what happens is we don't read such notes and we keep on getting confused while we are filling the form. Okay, so this is a very important thing. Please enter the exact date you started working and date you finally exited. Moreover, please mention the number of days you temporarily exited the particular industry in the break in the experience box, right? So if you have taken a break of, let's say, 3 months, then you will have to mention it properly. Work experience should be filled in chronological order, right? Latest job experience to be entered first and by the previous job experience, okay, followed by the previous job experience. So it should be in the chronological order. Latest job experience which you have done last. So let's say you have worked for two companies, starting from 2021 to 2023 in one company, then starting from 2023 till present, let's say in the second company. So you will have to enter that 2023 till present work experience before, like first in this order. Okay, right? Now, candidates who are independent professional practitioners like lawyers, doctors, and other professionals should enter independent professional practitioner, doctor, independent professional practitioner, lawyer, etc. Okay. In case a candidate got promotion during a job, a candidate can write multiple designations separated by commas. So if you, let's say, started as a manager, you were promoted to senior manager, then you were promoted to vice president. So you can separate all these designations by comma. All right, fine. So now you can start entering your work experience. So please completely fill row 1, experience details. All right. So total work experience in days as on July 31, 2025. Total work experience in months and days as on July 31st, 2025. So don't look at this. Fine if you have more than a month of experience. So I'll put in here. All right. So I've expanded this by clicking this minus sign, plus sign. It was minus earlier in my case. So name of the organization, let's say I'll put in PW. Okay, my designation, manager, whatever it is. Perfect. Start date, let's say I started in 2023. So I'll select 2023, January, 1st of January. My end date, I'm still working. Okay, so you can put end date as the 31st of July. All right, because we'll have to fill in till 31st of July. All right. Now, break in experience, if you have any experience in number of days. Okay, so it should fill automatically. Experience in number of days. Wait. All right. So if you have any kind of break, you can put in break for 30 days, 40 days, or whatever number of days. If you don't have any break, just put 0 here. and then all the fields, experience in number of days, experience in total number of months and days, will automatically be entered here, right? Now if you want to enter any more row, so what you can do is okay, add a new row. Here it is, you can click that and you will be able to enter the work experience of the company before this work experience. All right, I'll just put this work experience, I'll save and click next, and the programs now I have to apply for. Now this particular thing again should be taken very seriously, whichever programs you want to apply for, whichever IIMs you want to apply for. So there is a complete list of all the IIMs with different programs. I would say that you must check in, you must select all those programs for which you are eligible for, right? Now for the respective eligibility criteria, you can visit the respective websites of these IIMs, check if you are eligible for that program, and then you can select that program. All right. So let's say I'll select only IIM Ahmedabad PGP program. Now what I'll do is I'll conduct a separate session also in which I'll be talking about all these programs, right? That will help you. Now interview city, you can select any of these cities. So they're asking for two different preferences. I have filled in that, right? Now you can select as many programs as you want to. Then go to the bottom of this screen. There are plenty of programs as you can see. So I'll quickly scroll to the bottom of the screen after selecting as many programs as I want, and then I'll click save and next. So data is saved successfully. Now they're asking about the preference of the test city. Okay, so they will ask for 5 preferences. You will have to fill in all of them. So let's say I'll select first of all right, Noida, Greater Noida. Then I'll select any of these. It's better to look at the entire list and do it properly. Okay, so I'll select the next one, that is Delhi. All right, next I'll select Gurugram. All right, next I can select any of these randomly because only these 3 cities are of my choice. So I can select Goa, and then randomly for the last one, I can select, let's say, Faridabad. All right, now save and next. I've selected all of them. And now the final step, declaration. The application registration fee is 2600, right? So, all right. And the last step, okay, so you can read everything. They have mentioned all the charges, okay, so whatever charges that you will have to pay over and above 2600, so you can choose your payment mode. Let's say I'll select this. You will select declaration, right? And then you can enter this captcha 223579, okay, and click submit. Please confirm your application details by using preview button. All right, so we'll have to click preview before we'll submit. So the entire form, it will be viewed. Okay, so you can review the entire details that you have filled in. Okay, and then click OK. Perfect. Then I'll click submit. Entering any data field after submission is not possible. So before you click submit, make sure that you have filled in all the details correctly. Please enter correct text as shown in the image. So I'll write it again, 142418. All right, now I'll click submit. And editing of any data after submission is not possible. I know that I have done this correctly, and now it will redirect me to the payment page. So now the way you pay for your online shopping, you can do it in the similar manner. You can select credit card, you can select any of the wallets, you can go for UPI payment. So whatever options are given, right, you can select any of these options and you can pay this 2600 fee whichever is applicable for your case. All right. So friends, this is the complete information regarding how to fill CAT 2025 application form. So we have done the registration first, and then we have completed this application form. Make sure that you watch this session completely before you start your registration process. All the very best for your registration process, your application, and for your CAT 2025. All the best.